Today we are going to discuss about the regression procedure in the R programming language, and mainly our focus will be to at first we are trying to import the dataset. Now for importing the dataset I will click on this file option. After clicking the file option I will select this import dataset, and from this import dataset I will basically import it from Excel. Now I will click on this browse option. After browsing or after clicking on the browse option I will select the dataset from the desktop, and basically the name of my dataset is Walmart sales. Probably it's not in the desktop, is maybe is in the OneDrive. So name of my dataset is Walmart sales, so I will basically search for that dataset. Yes, it is the dataset that I want. Now I will select this dataset, and as you can see this dataset will be loaded. Now they will obviously show me a preview of the data in this column, or I mean the store date, all weekly sales, holiday flag, temperature, fuel price, CPI, unemployment. All of these are basically the column names of the data set, and we have values for all of these columns. Now I will import. I will click on this import option, so the data set will be imported. Now if I want to run regression on this, so for that at first I will basically uh, give a name to my data set. Suppose the name of my data set is data set, data set 0, or not 0. Suppose if I want to give data set R. So data set R is basically the name of my variable, or this is going to be the name of my variable. Now if I have to pass on the data set in this data set R, basically it is being printed, so it is not required to um, store it, but even though I want to store it I will just pass on the Walmart sales. As you can see Walmart sales is basically giving us the data path, so I will basically pass this data set R in I will pass the Walmart sales in the dataset R. So basically for that I will use this. As you can see my Walmart sales data is being given here, and if I run this, and so the dataset, I mean Walmart sales is being now given to the variable called dataset R. Now if I print this dataset R, what happens? It is going to show me the dataset. Now if I want to run the regression, suppose I want to run the regression on two variables or three variables. Suppose I want to take the dependent variable as weekly sales, and I want to take the fuel price. Sorry, not the fuel price. I want to take the holiday flag and temperature as the independent variables. That means I want to tell that how much holiday flag and temperature is affecting the weekly sales. So for that, I will basically create a new variable regression, and in this reg regression, or you may set any variable in this will be basically the name of the variable. Suppose I want to assign regre regression. Now in this regression I want to do the regression. So for that I will at first, in this variable I will assign, what will I assign in this variable? I will basically use the command that is used for regression, that is lm. And within lm I will at first give the name of the dependent variable. So what is the column that is going to be my dependent variable? That is weekly sales. So for that I will use data, not data, dataset R. Dataset R is the variable which is actually taking the Walmart sales. So dataset R, and I will give a dollar sign. After giving the dollar sign, you will see all the column names are actually presented here. So I will take the any of this, and I am basically going to take weekly sales as my dependent variable. After that, I will give a sign of tilde, and that will be the sign of regression. After that, you have to just mention the dependent variables. So which are the dependent variables in my data set? Dependent variables are temperature and holiday flag. Holiday flag plus we'll give the temperature as the dependent variable, independent variable. And after that, I will close it. And now if I run the regression object holiday flag not found. Okay, I feel holiday flag. We are supposed to extract all of this. So it is okay if I have to extract all this. Data set r dollar holiday flag and data set r dollar temperature. Now if I run this, sorry, I have made a mistake. This d will this d is supposed to be in small letter. Now what happens if I run this? It is completely okay and fine. Now if I want to see the summary, that means I want to see all of the values, all of the r square and t statistic and all that. So for that I will just give summary and the name of my variable, that is regression. As you can see, if I run it, it is giving me the summary. And as you can see that my r square is multiple r square is 0.0048. That means r square is not showing a good result. I mean, obviously, 0.0048 means it will be close to 0.48%. That means our independent variables are not being able to explain the dependent variables. Although our independent variables, if we see the values, all of the our independent variables are quite significant. Okay. Um, so that's how it should I mean, that's how it should be operated. And this is how what can I mean, this is about the regression in the R programming language.